folks, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna share with you my method of making this gorgeous wafer paper penny. First of all, you need a template. I will include it in the description below. For me, the best way to cut out petals is to use an empty mechanical pencil and trace a petal shape over my template. Wafer paper is pretty transparent and pliable, so you can easily see indentations from the pencil. I prefer to cut out 3 petals at a time, using small scissors. When all the petals are done, begin adding texture and shaping them. To make petals pliable, use a mixture of a few drops of glycerin and water. If you'd like your flower to be a different color, you can add a little bit of food coloring. Brush each petal slightly from both sides and press between parts of Peony's silicone mold. Be careful not to put too much moisture on the petal, because it will become mushy and unusable. After shaping each petal, let them dry completely. I used a clean plastic cover from egg box, but it's possible to use spoons as well. For bigger petals, we need to attach a wire before shaping it. Wire helps us attach petals directly to the stem and bend them as needed. To attach a wire, brush smoother part of your petal with a little bit of water and glycerin mixture. Attach a floral wire and sandwich it with a little piece of wafer paper. After that, you can add texture. To create texture on big petals, I used exactly the same technique as for the small ones. The only difference is I let them dry on an apple tray covered with foil. You can ask for it in any grocery store. Next step is to shape a center of the flower from a gum paste. There are several different options to attach a wire. To use an edible glue, water, or to simply heat it. I chose the last one. Ideally, you need to wait overnight to let it dry completely, but I didn't do it. When the center is done and ideally dried out, cover it with wafer paper, brushed with wafer paper glue. Then attach small petals one after another, applying wafer paper glue after each row or when it is needed. assembling this peony, I will tell you how to make a wafer paper glue. It's very simple. All you need is to shred wafer paper into very fine pieces. Add some warm water and mix it. You can use blender. I usually do it as 50-50 in volume, half a cup of water to half a cup of wafer paper. You can play around with the consistency. When all the small petals are attached, start adding bigger ones. I started with more roughly ones and then added the biggest petals. Attach them with a floral tape. When all the petals are attached, start to move them around and bend slightly to create some movement and more realistic and natural look. I constantly looked at the peony pictures online as my reference point. If you cannot bend the petals without breaking them, you can slightly spray the flower with mixture of 2 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons of vodka and half a teaspoon of glycerin. Spray very slightly and only if it's absolutely necessary. After you are happy with the result, it's time to dust the flower and finally bring it some life. I used peach for the center of the flower, pink and tangerine petal dust for the outer part of the peony. You can mix colors as well to create nice smooth transitions. For some red accents parts, I used blood orange petal dust. this tutorial useful. Please subscribe, leave comments below and thumbs up if you like this tutorial and would like to see more. Thanks for watching, see you next time!